Hello and welcome to my channel on human design. Well, another week and another week of transits coming towards us. This week continues the theme of the 28th gate, looking to see what is of purpose for us, looking to see where there is purposelessness in things, what is not worth your while, what is not in alignment with your purpose. Thinking about that, seeing that, perhaps even yearning for that to come to you, keeping your eyes open for something that comes to you suddenly, perhaps, or intuitively, like, this is the thing for me. So keeping that as a theme, and also the 27th gate in the earth will bring up issues of, am I looking after myself? Where is my nourishment coming from? Am I giving too much? Is there some educational project out there that I could learn from that could help me to better take care of myself or myself and my family? So these are the themes that will continue until the 31st of this week. So on the 31st, it changes again, and in comes the 44th gate. Now, the 44th gate is coming to meet. The 44th gate is the gate of alertness. It's an instinctual gate, moving from intuition to instinct now. And it's the instinct to really look at the other, how you approach the other, depending on what they're like. This is the instinct to be able to handle the big egos out there. It's the one that's really looking, going, well, I've got to speak to them in this way. I've got to be polite with them. I've got to be respectful. I've got to tempt them into this. I've got to tell them what to do if they're a certain type of person, whatever it may be, in order to get them to do what needs to be done. So it's the awareness, how you come into contact with others, being alert to who the others are, what type they are. On the 1st of November, the 26th comes in as well. Okay, so this now brings us the full channel in the transit field of the transmitter. What is being transmitted? So what are we being told? What are we being told, and is it true? Is it true or is it bullshit? Is it half truth? What is being held back? What is the story that is being given to us at this time? There will certainly be transmissions during this week. They could be supportive transmissions. They could be also transmissions to get you to buy things that are not in your best interest, but are in the best interest of the people selling them to you. This is the time when the tribal vibe out there is about being alert to what is coming through. And can you trust it? Do your due diligence during this time. Don't take things for granted. This transmitter energy can be also in terms of business. It can be, well, how am I going to get myself out there? What marketing do I need to bring in? What style of marketing do I need to bring in? Do I need help to get involved with social media? What other experts are there out there that can help me get out there? Looking for those who can transmit what it is that you do, and finding different ways to do that. So this week, there is also the opportunity to receive good information, as well as, potential bullshit and, superficial marketing that can also be this way of really getting a transmission from someone or from people or through the internet from the feeds that you're getting through. There are also possibilities of people coming together and transmitting what they've learned from life. It can be truth tellers coming together, sharing with you in a supportive way about what they've found to be useful, what they've found that's worked, what's worked for them. On Saturday, the 1/8 jumps in there for a brief amount of time. So again, it could also be people sharing about them going their own way, doing their own thing in their own way, whether that's in a creative way or an eccentric way or in a different way that is lovely. You know, it could be just all kinds of things could be coming out at the end of the week as well. So something to really think about. You know, what are you hearing? What are you receiving? What are you taking in? Is it something that's relevant that can help you to pay attention this week? That's really the general theme. The 44, this instinctual gate, is also earthed with the 24. As always, the sun and the earth move together. These gates that are together stay together as they move round. So we've got the earth in the 24. This is the gate of returning. This is the gate of rationalizing the mysteries. You know, it's a pretty funny gate, really. It can be very dark. It can be rather macabre sometimes. It's got a repetitive quality in it. It returns again and again to ponder on an aspect of the mysteries until they can rationalize it. So there could be some of you there who are being able to rationalize the muse that comes through you, you know, at this time when you can't easily do it. It can be a time of great innovative thinking as well, to be able to think outside the box, you know, something that you've caught hold of and you finally get to realize what it is, and in that, being able to think about it. A lot of pondering will be taking place. A lot of thinking will be taking place about doing things in a new way, thinking about things in a new way, being inspired by things you haven't been inspired by before. So that's going on. And it's a bit crazy sometimes too. It's like, well, you can think of all kinds of things. Doesn't necessarily mean they're true. However, it can be very inspiring. So this is a week where there's going to be certain transmissions coming through, you know, whether it's you getting yourself out there in some way and thinking about ways to do it, or whether it's coming through the different forms of media, different forms of information that is telling you one thing or another. You know, are you being manipulated at this time would be the general theme that I would put out, you know, to really think about that. Or have we finally got to a place where people are beginning to tell the truth now? Because it can also be truth-telling that is transmitted. You know, the liar and the truth-teller can be one and the same. It's what level of the truth, what level of the lie. So in a general business sense, promotion, how things can be promoted, how things can be branded. You know, what's the insignia to be using that will sum up the service that you're offering into getting your own unique contribution out there into the world. And also, don't forget to look at the small print for anything that you might be signing at this time. You know, my sense would be like, oh, don't rush into things too quickly at this point. You know, there can be all kinds of things out there that are partial. But it's certainly something to think about. It's also something to watch in your own behavior, how you're approaching people, how you're dealing with people. Is it effective or ineffective? Are you being clear? Are you getting the message across? Is there a way of refining that in some way? You know, we still have the logical progression along the nodal path in the 17 and the 18. So there's also this thinking about the clarity, the succinctness of things, the perfecting of things, the improvement of things as you move along the road in this week. That is also happening. And again, whenever I talk about the gates of the 44 and the 26, well, that's a full channel, but the 24 is also going to activate those of you with the open 61 in the head center. So there can be this download of knowing that you don't know where it comes from, or you haven't realized what it all means until now. So there's going to be a lot of inspired thinking. There's going to be a lot of marketing of one thing and another. It's just something to be alert to, whether it is really true and whether it's of benefit to you and your loved ones. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening on a daily basis, then I do have the Daily Impact, a free subscription service that is available through the link below. And if you want to know more about yourself, if you're new to human design, there's a free report system. You can also download your free report. It's about 50 pages. Or if you're brave and you want to know the whole thing and you want to know a lot more, then there's the advanced personal report, which is more like 130 pages or more. So there's a lot to find out if you want to find out. But in the meantime, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the way that you're relating to people, and be aware of the way that they're relating to you during this time. And, enjoy the week and enjoy what comes. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back again next week with something completely different. Bye-bye for now.